welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited because it's December 1st, which means I'm going to start trying to do like Vlogmas Fitmas here on my channel with you guys, which means I'm going to try to upload like a lot. I don't want to say every day because that's honestly too much, but I am going to try to upload like twice a week to my channel, which normally I just upload like once a week, and it's normally like content revolving around try-ons and activewear. So I figured during the Christmas season we could do like stretching, more fitness related videos, as well as obviously keeping in the activewear videos, maybe some food videos, maybe some vlogs. But anyway, today is going to be the first day of like my fitness kind of vibe, which is going to be lower body stretches. Now I've been doing lower body stretches my whole life. If you guys don't know, I've been an athlete basically my whole life. I don't just like lifting weights. I used to be into gymnastics, I used to be a cheerleader, I played basketball, I played softball, literally any sport, any common American sport, I probably played it, other than soccer. Do these stretches every day if you guys want. I used to do them every day. These are more static stretches, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys find it helpful. Now, one thing for me to just remind you guys on is that stretching is kind of like working out, right? If you don't ever stretch, you're not going to be able to do all of these stretches maybe perfectly. You're not gonna be able to do the split, you know what I mean? So you're gonna have to work your way there. Just like if you go to squat for the first time ever, you're probably not gonna squat 500 pounds immediately, right? Take that into consideration while we're doing today's stretches. However, these are for everybody. You just kind of tailor them to what feels comfortable. Now, during stretches, before we actually get into the stretches, I do just want to remind you guys, please don't push yourselves too hard during stretches, because you don't want to strain your muscles. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to pull anything. You do want to feel a good stretch, but you don't want to do anything too far. So if your body is telling you, hey, this is enough stretch for me, like I don't need to go any further, then don't push yourself any further in that stretch. Just kind of keep it safe, keep it gentle, be kind to yourself, and you can always come back to this video and watch it every day if you want, and slowly you start to progress and become a lot more flexible in these stretches. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new, don't forget to hit that sub button to join the family. If you guys want more videos like this, be sure to comment down in the comment section other stretches you would like to see, maybe your upper body, more lower body ones, who knows. But let's just get right on into the stretches. All right, so I had to turn off my little heater for you guys so that you guys didn't hear the audio. I hope it wasn't too loud during the intro. Basically, for each one of these stretches that I'm going to be showing you guys today, we're going to want to do it for like 30 seconds to a minute. That's kind of just what I personally do. Now, the first stretch that I like to do, just kind of starting off for lower body stretches, is the butterfly stretch. Some people don't call it that. It's what I've called it my whole life. Basically, you're gonna put your feet, boom, together just like this on the ground, and you're going to just kind of let your knees fall to the ground. Now, depending on how tight your hips are, you might, in your groin, you might have a higher butterfly. You might start up like here. For the most part, you don't really want to force anything. You just want to like feel a good stretch. Now, like I said, you might be up here, and that's totally fine. Just kind of like allow yourself. You can even sit forward a little bit. As long as you're keeping your back pretty straight, you can sit forward a little bit, which you'll really feel opening up your hips. But if you're still up here really high, you don't like push yourself down. You can kind of like, I don't know what this is, pulse, I guess. You can kind of pulse if you want. Now let's just start a little 30-second timer. Set a timer for 30 seconds. Now this is going to be real time with you guys, so you guys don't have to set your own timers if you don't want to. I've been wanting to do videos like these with you guys, where it's basically real time workouts, real time stretches with you guys. Now you guys see me kind of folding over a bit. That's just because that's kind of where my stretch is really gonna be felt mainly, is like as I kind of go forward a bit. But again, do this at your own pace, whatever is comfortable for you, whatever feels right for you. Okay, so typically after this, I will go into what is like a V stretch. So for this stretch, you're basically just going to push your legs out straight in front of you, and then just kind of open them up to whatever is comfortable. Again, some people can open this up straight. Some people open it up here, whatever is comfortable for you and wherever your stretch level is. So we're gonna set another timer for 30 seconds. Boom, done. And you're really gonna feel this like on the your inner thighs. At least this is where I feel mine at the most. You wanna make sure that your knees are facing upwards. You don't want them to be facing like that way. Basically, you don't want to face in front of you, you want to face up. And depending on what's comfortable for you, you can slowly kind of like use your hands to walk forward a little bit, and you will get a deeper stretch that way. Now that was 30 seconds as well. Okay, so now we're here. We just finished our 30 seconds sitting in this position. Now what I like to do is I like to go individual legs. So basically what you're gonna do is you're going to take your shoulders and rotate them towards whichever leg you're going to be looking at. So basically, depending on your flexibility and what's comfortable, you can think about your chest or your belly button coming to the top of your quad muscle or your knee, it just kind of depends. Lean forward. So let's set a timer here. Set a timer for 30 seconds. And you can also, like, you can reach for your toes if you want. Sometimes it's not that comfortable depending on your own level, but if this is where you find yourself, then that's totally fine. If this is where you find yourself, that's totally fine as well. There's just going to be different levels. So as long as you're doing the stretch right, it doesn't matter where you're at. Don't worry about if you're not as low or if you can't touch your toes or whatever. Just go to whatever is comfortable. So now we're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna rotate your shoulders and you're just gonna lean forward to this side. Now for me, this side is such a harder stretch than the other side that I just showed you guys. This is like my weak side. So again, just whatever is comfortable for you. Don't push yourself too much. Just make sure it feels good and it's giving you a good stretch. All right, so the next thing we'll do is toe, like ankle stretches, toe stretches. Basically, it's where you're going to flex your feet and point your feet. So flex your toes and point your toes. This one's really simple, but this one I really like for shin and calf, and also like behind the knees. I do feel like I can feel this really well behind your knees. So now your hips and your ankles can definitely play a part of how your knees feel. So if you're having knee pains or any type of knee issues, you want to make sure that you're like stretching out your hips and your ankles as well. Set a timer for 30 seconds, please. And you just wanna honestly go. There's not really like a repetition count. I just kind of go at a tempo that feels good, like I can feel a stretch. It's not too fast. I'm not trying to like get a crazy rep in or anything like that. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm feeling a good stretch in my calves and in my shins, and I do feel a really nice stretch. So it might burn if you're not used to doing this. It might burn a little bit, but the more you do it, just like anything else, the less it will. All right, now this one is going to be really great for anybody who has glute issues. So like if you notice that you carry knots in your glutes a lot, or it's very hard for you to stretch your glutes, this is my absolute favorite stretch ever. So you're going to lay on your back, just like this. And you're gonna take one leg, it doesn't matter which, but we will be alternating. So I'm gonna take my right leg, because I feel like it's easier for you guys to see. I'm gonna take my right leg, and I'm just going to basically cross my leg like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like that to my left leg, right? And then all I'm going to do is lift my left leg up. And so this, you're gonna feel it like underneath your glute, in your glute, and on the side of like your glute and your hamstrings for sure. Now, you can sit here if you want. You can grab here if you want. You can take a towel if you want and like wrap the towel behind your knee and kind of use it as leverage if you'd like to. But for anybody beginning, I feel like this is the easiest way to do it. Is just cross your leg and bring it down. Again, you're gonna feel it in the leg that is crossed over the other leg. So you won't really feel anything in this one. It's all in this one. Set a 30-second timer. All right, so we have our timer going. Now, the way I personally like to do it is I interlock my fingers behind my non-crossed leg, so my left leg in this case, and I just kind of pull my knee to my chest a little bit. So it's nothing too crazy, but I can really feel it in here. And I am very conscientious to not overdo it. Now, if you're up here, that's totally fine too. I just want to remind you guys. Now I'm gonna cross my left leg over my right leg, just like I just did, but the other side. Set a timer for 30 seconds, please. So now we have our timer, and my left leg is where I hold so much tension personally. My right leg has a lot better mobility and flexibility than my left leg personally. I can tell you guys that right now. Oh, this is feeling so good on my hip, but like, holy moly, the stretch is so serious right now. Ooh. All right, now the next one we're gonna do is knee sits, basically. So you wanna make sure you're on a softer surface. If you do this on like a hardwood floor, it might kind of hurt. But basically, you're just going to go up on your knees, just like so. And then you're just going to sit back. And you're just gonna hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute. I'm just gonna do 30 seconds for the sake of the video. Set a timer for 30 seconds, please. So we're just gonna sit in this pose for 30 seconds. Now, if you can't go quite this low, you might be up here and that's totally fine. You might even be up here and that's totally fine. This is really good for the knees. The more that you do this, the more flexible you'll become in your knees, which will make it easier for you to hold this pose. This is also going to give you a little ankle stretch on the top part of your ankle as well. So this one's really good. 30 seconds. So then the next stretch I'm going to show you guys is just going to be a runner's lunge variation. This one's going to be really good for your hamstrings, your quads, your knees even. So basically the way you're going to want to do this stretch is you're going to want to get on your knees. Ooh, did you guys just hear my knee pop? You guys are going to want to get on your knees like so and put one leg in front of the other. So I'm going to use my right leg in front and my left leg in back. And you're just going to basically shift your hips forward like so. And you're going to feel this stretch a lot right here, right in this area. This is where this is going to target on your back leg. And then you're going to come in and do like a variation of essentially a hamstring stretch, calf stretch. So I'm gonna do 30 seconds like this and then 30 seconds like this. So, and then we'll switch legs. Set a timer for 30 seconds, please. So now we have a 30-second timer. We're just going to shift your weight to the front and really stretch out your hip crease, your left hip crease. I like to just put my hands on my knee like this. You can set your hands like this. And remember, if you're not this low, if you're here or whatever, it doesn't matter. Don't look at where I'm at and be like, oh, I have to force myself to get into that. You don't. This is just a nice little stretch that's gonna help with your hip mobility as well. So now we're just gonna shift our weight backwards and kind of straighten this leg and just allow, you should be feeling this in your calf and in your hamstring as well. I just put both my hands on the ground just so you don't have to worry about stabilizing yourself. Set a timer for 30 seconds. Now we have 30 seconds just stretching like so. This one is like my least favorite one because it hurts. This one hurts, but this one's really good for your knees. I feel like this one, I feel like it on the back of my knee where I get a lot of pain. It really helps that area for me. All right, 30 seconds are up. So we're gonna switch our legs. So now our left leg is going to be going forward. Set a timer for 30 seconds, please. And we're just going to allow our hips just to kind of go forward. Now you're gonna feel the stretch for here. Remember, it's gonna be in your back hip crease, your back leg hip crease. So just put our hand on our knee and just be gentle. If you have to hold the sides, yourself up on the sides, that's fine as well. My arms aren't even long enough to do that, so I don't really have a choice. All right, that was 30 seconds. Now we're gonna go back. Set a timer for 30 seconds, please. And we're just going to feel the left leg really like stretch behind. Remember, you should be feeling, when you're sitting back like this, it should be the complete back part of your leg. So your glute, your hamstring, behind your knee, your calf even. This one I really feel a lot in my calves as well. You can sit like this if that's comfortable. For me, this is what's the most comfortable. And then for the last, not stretch, but workout stretch variation. This is not a stretch, but this is really good for your knees to strengthen them. We're gonna do wall sits. Wall sits are great for strengthening your knees. So you're just going to squat down and put your back against the wall. Set a timer for 30 seconds, please. Now, normally I like my legs out a lot further than this, but I'm in socks and this is a hardwood floor, and I feel like I'm going to bust my butt. I feel like I'm gonna slip and fall. So again, I don't recommend socks on a hardwood floor for this one, but this one is really good for your knees as well and your quads. We have 5 seconds left. These ones feel like 30 seconds feels like a minute, and a minute feels like an hour. All right guys, well that is going to be it for today's little stretch video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Bro, why am I out of breath? And if you're new, don't forget to hit that sub button to join the bunny family. If you guys want more lower body stretches like today's or upper body stretches, I have so many stretches that I can show you guys and do with you guys. So if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, please comment down below and let me know. I love sharing tips with you guys like this, so I hope you guys find this helpful. If you guys start doing these and they help you, please let me know. That would make me so happy. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.